Out here as truck drivers, we stay away from our family and friends. So the main goal of your day should be to maximize your productivity for the day, to make sure you get as much done as you possibly can, to make your time out here worth being away from your friends and family. Like, if you can't make a certain amount of money, it's not worth being away from your family if you're not making that dollar amount that you're looking for. Like me, my goal is at least $320 a day. If I'm not doing that, I'm not satisfied. That's my goal every day, that I'm out here away from my family, is to get $320 a day. And if you know, your goals might be different. It's all based on what your company really makes available for you to get. I know some of these companies that lease their trucks, you know, they can only run 350,000 miles in 3 years, or it could be 400,000 miles in 3 years. It just depends. But if you're in a company that leases their trucks, they limit the amount of money you can make, especially once it gets like a year or two into the lease. They cut the miles down drastically to less than 2,000 miles on you, because they have to prolong the longevity of that tractor for it to still make an income for them to pay off a certain amount. So they can't let you run balls to the walls and make 3,000-4,000 miles a week and still make a profit on that tractor, because if they let you put 450,000 miles on it in 3 years, then they're gonna have to pay like $1 or something a mile for the remaining amount on that tractor. So once it hits a certain amount of mileage, if your company leases the trucks, they're gonna put your mileage down, because it's costing them money for you to be making money. So keep that in mind when you're looking at companies. If they lease their trucks, you might, yeah, you get new trucks every year, and they cycle out their trucks every 3 years, but it's going to limit your earning potential. Like here at Cheeseman, they buy their trucks outright. They do most of the maintenance themselves. They do most of the warranty work for themselves, unless it's like directly on the engine. Then they send it to International. But here they want you to take and go balls to the walls. If you can do 4,000 miles a week, more power to you. But because it's LTL freight, you end up burning your clock off. Once you get more than like three runs, 3 deliveries and pickups in a day, you know, once you spend 20-30 minutes at each pickup, that's counting down your drive time. So you're not able to really get the mileage, but you're also getting paid for all these stops, anywhere between $8 to, if you're going from like stuff there in Indiana, where you're going to, I believe, from Fort Recovery to New Bremen, Ohio, is only, you get $8 stops plus your mileage pay. But a lot of the stops are $20 stops. So you make money like that. It might take, you could do 2 stops in an hour if they're right there next to each other. Like I did 2 stops in Tampa yesterday, and it's $20 a stop, and they're like 5 miles apart from each other, and I got both stops off in less than an hour. So I made $40 an hour at that time. And then I got back in the truck, and then I hauled butt back to Orlando to do my 10-hour break to pick up the next morning. And then from Orlando I took and came up here to the yard here in Greer, South Carolina. So I did a good 560 something miles today coming from Orlando, Florida. Now I ain't run the mileage on that, but from Tampa to here I made like $326. So that was a good day today. I hit my 320 mark for today. I'm not complaining. I'm happy. So just keep that in mind, guys. You got to make your money out here. You're not out here to be in a truck, to sit in a truck stop. You're out here away from your family to provide. And if your company's not doing that, then it's not worth your time. I've been out here driving for 10 years trying to make the money. I've never made more than $50,000 a year truck driving, but I have also job hopped. But that's been mostly because companies haven't been providing me with the income I would like to have as a truck driver. If you've got me sitting in a truck stop, I mean, you know, sometimes freight is slow. Once a week, I could understand you having me sitting in a truck stop. All right, we have this good paying load for you. We need you to sit there and do a 10-hour break, and we're going to have you run tonight so that you can pick up this load and deliver it, because it's going to pay both of us really well. But unless it's something like that, I don't believe trucking companies should have you sitting around waiting for freight. There's so much spot freight you can get on, they can get on the market and pick up and have it picked up that day. Or the big companies have a lot of drop and hooks you can do. There's no reason for you to be sitting around at a truck stop as a truck driver in 2021. They need to have stuff available for you. So if you're with one of those companies and you're sitting around at truck stops, there's no reason for that in 2021. You need to get out and find you a better company. I've worked for a lot of companies, and I have tried to make the most out of my home time. Like when I worked for US Express and a lot of other companies, you know, they tell you, okay, you're going to be home Saturday, we want you to come out Tuesday morning. Well, I was always Monday calling saying, hey, I want to stay an extra day. And you know, when the more home time you have, the less money you make. And the more time you sit in a truck stop, the longer it takes you to stop and get a big cup of coffee. You go inside and you BS around for 30 minutes getting your cup of coffee. You play on your phone on the fuel island. Every time you stop and take a shower, you know, please stop and shower. I would rather you shower than stink. I don't want to pass you in the truck stop and smell you, so please, I'm not telling you not to shower. I'm telling you to hurry up and do what you have to do in the truck stop, get back in your truck and get driving. Maximize your day. You shouldn't have more than an hour on your clock unless you're going to be somewhere like Jacksonville or somewhere in like New Jersey, New York. If you know there's no parking, go ahead and stop. Don't be trying to make it and rush into that one truck stop in New Jersey and you know for a fact there's not going to be parking and you have 6 minutes left on your clock. That's not an excuse to run over your clock, but you should be maximizing. Like, if you know you're going to do that, you're going to take and go ahead and buy you a parking spot at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so that you know that you can make that stop and have a place to park. Because you get there, there's nowhere to park. Okay, you can walk in there to the fuel island and say, hey, I paid for parking around 2 o'clock. There's no spots out there. Y'all need to move somebody that didn't pay to park so I can get in that slot. And the manager will have to go out there and kick a driver out of that spot. But it's not your fault. It's that driver's fault for not reserving that spot. So if you've got to pay for parking out here, I mean, so be it. If that running that extra hour is going to maximize your income for the day or the week, so that you can get it paid off, so that all your freight gets delivered on time, then that's what you need to do. I mean, some companies will pay for your parking, others won't. But you know, it's just turned into a big rant. I don't know where I was going with this, but it's all still good information. I guess the goal of this recording or video is for you guys to take and think about your day. Maximize your drive time. Stop sitting in truck stops. Stop wasting your time sitting at the shipper and receiver. You know, go, once you get done, if you got to play on your phone for a few minutes to decompress, go off duty. Don't let it cut into your 14-hour day too much. Like, just sit there, decompress for a few minutes, play on your phone, and then get out there and get going. But Keep that to a minimum, you guys. You got a 10-hour break. You don't sleep for 10 hours. Go in, get your shower, get on YouTube and watch all your Trucker AJ videos. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And go to sleep and play on your phone at the end of the day. Don't waste your time doing all that. But just make sure that you're maximizing your day, because you're out here for a reason. You're not giving up all of your home time, all of your time with family and friends to come out here and sit at a truck stop because you don't feel like driving for the day. That should be your goal, is to go balls to the walls 550, 600 miles a day. Granted, traffic and stops is not always going to let you do that. I have my fair share of days that traffic only lets me get 350 miles, 380 miles. I had 3 or 4 stops of terrible traffic, lots of accidents and traffic and construction, to where I don't get to maximize my day like I would like to. But here at Cheeseman, they try to make sure you're making your money. If you have a problem, if you call in dispatch and say, hey, you know, last week wasn't a good week, I only made $1,300, $1,400. What can I do as a driver to maximize my time? What can you do as dispatch to coach me on how I can be a better driver and a better driver for you guys, so I can make you guys money and make me more money at the same time? Because the driver's making money, the company's making money. They've got it set up like that. So if that's the case and you're not making money out here, well, they can go, oh yeah, well you did get the short end of the stick on these couple of loads, so yeah, we'll make sure we cover you next week so you get better loads. Or it'll be like, okay, let's review your logs together. Okay, like Tuesday, it shows you set at the pilot for 45 minutes. Like, what was going on there? Were you getting fuel? Were you trying to scale your load out? What was going on there? Did you go in for a shower? Did you take and sit at the fuel island and wait on fuel? You know, I mean, sometimes you can't maximize your day, but that doesn't mean you waste your on-duty time. Take and go off duty in the truck stops. And you know, you might not be able to run that good that day, but you'll have those hours at the end of the week, so you can take and hit it hard on that Saturday or Sunday and maximize that time. And say Saturday or Sunday, don't go ahead and leave you some time in case you need to go find another truck stop, and make sure you get a good place to park. And go ahead and run your hours out. Get the most mileage out of your day as possible. But don't go into violation or anything. And just run your clock out hard so that you're making the most out of your time out here, and you're not wasting it from being at home. You're not out here to make a $400, $500, $600, $700 paycheck. You're out here to make your $1,500 to $2,000 a week and go home and provide a nice life and be able to do something when you go home. So make sure you are making the best out of your day, and that's all I can put together at the moment. So thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. And as always, it has been a pleasure with you guys. I appreciate you 110%. I mean, we've got 157 subscribers as of, what is this, May 17th, 2021. No, it's the 11th, May 11th, 2021. So thank you guys. I've had 10 plus subscribers this month since I've started with Cheeseman Transport, and I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Peace out from Trucker AJ. Thank you for watching.